Hi everyone, so very glad to be here. This is also my alma mater, and I'm also from Nilgiri. A lot of Nilgiriites earlier in the day, but the best part about Nilgiriites is they come late and they leave early. So I will try to wrap this presentation also up quick. So going back to the education sector, a lot of very inspirational speeches about education. So for the past 4 years, I've been running this company called Hoping Minds, where we work exclusively with university students to upskill them for placements. We've been trying to incorporate technology wherever we can. Uh, Presently, we've got offices across two cities. It's mostly offline, and we do about 20,000 students every semester. Basis this experience and working directly with students and universities as our clients, I'll take you through two products that we've built that leverage AI and sort of help universities or students in their journey with a bit of personalization, with a bit of quicker access and inclusivity to enable more students to take that benefit. So the first one is a solution called Gradesmith, which auto evaluates handwritten examinations. So any handwritten examination, just need to scan it and it will auto evaluate. So the problem statement here, like earlier also, Mr. Jagdishan had said that there are about 15 lakh tutors only for the higher education segment. And on an average, 20% of their time is spent on just on correcting exam papers. And it's a very repetitive and mundane task, correcting the same questions again and again for 200 students. Now, this would translate to say 3 lakh tutors in one go just for university level. And then when you take it to school level, that increases by 5 times. You take it to competitive exams, increases much further. So it's basically more than 1 million people that are just working to solve exams. Even after that effort, there's a lot of problem of delayed feedback, takes a lot of time, is very expensive. There is a lot of bias, a lot of subjectivity depending on the type of person who's correcting the examination. And by the time you get results, it's too late to make any change. Students have gone on to the next session or have forgotten what they've written, so there's no time for taking action. What we've done is we've developed Gradesmith, which works with a three-step model, with like a three-step mainly model. The first, the step zero is where we anonymize. You just scan an answer sheet. We anonymize so that AI doesn't know who it is. The main part of this is OCR. OCR, when we got into it, we thought it was a very fairly solved problem, going to be very easy. But it didn't turn out that way for handwritten examinations, which are very unstructured. Students might have things like my answer is continued on page 4, different types of strike throughs, different inks, etc. Somebody writing outside of the border. So OCR is the first part that we worked extensively on, working on segmentation and then confidence flagging, where AI tells us that, okay, I'm 95% confident on this answer, I'm 98% confident, so we can flag it accordingly. The second one is NLP, where it stitches answers together, understands what the person is trying to say. And the third one is an AI grading ensemble model, where we triage to identify whether it's a flow chart, whether it's a text question, it's a numerical. Basis that we decide what model we want to use. Now, the model that we've developed is our own, tweaking a mix of 3 to 4 models. And all of this goes into a human loop, human feedback loop. So it involves in human. What happens is once all this correction has been done, AI with its confidence level will suggest that to a faculty member who will go through it, see how confident AI is, whether they want to accept that answer or they want to revisit it. And then if they change that answer, this goes again back into a feedback loop from which AI learns. So it's totally based on human intervention, but the overall result is that 80% of human time is saved. Instead of checking, say 10 questions, now they're only checking 1 and 9 they're just glancing through. Now the main features of this are that it's based on our Osprey OCR engine, which is where we've spent a considerable amount of time. We've got about a 20-member team just working on the OCR engine, and we've even taken help of 2-3 faculty members from IT Delhi that are working with us. It's a continuous learning model. Semantic understanding is what it does. So it understands syntax, it understands what the person is trying to say, the depth, coherence, or whatever they're trying to say. It's instant feedback and gives actionable insights. Just one case study. So we've piloted it across multiple institutions. Thapar universities sort of running it on a regular basis. And overall result has been that it's saved them 80% of time and 95% of the questions are answered correctly. So for them, it's a tremendous saving in terms of time, in terms of professor effort, which can then be spent on research or maybe teaching more students. So goes a big way. I'll just take you through a 30-second video to just tell you how the interface looks.
We begin by uploading the student's answer sheet. On the screen, you can view the OCR-generated response alongside the original answer sheet. Faculty have the flexibility to manually update answers or adjust marks wherever required. At the top of the screen, the total score is displayed for a particular student.
Another thing is that you get analytics on a student level, so they know where they've gone wrong, what they need to study, and also on a faculty level, where they will say that out of 100 students in your batch, 70 have got this wrong, so these are the topics that you should probably revisit or focus on. So that's just one of the products that we wanted to show. I'll just pass on now.
Hello again, everyone. So far we saw how Gradesmith uses a series of agentic workflows to reduce the cognitive load of educators as well as universities overall. Now we'll switch gears a little bit to talk about the second product in the umbrella ecosystem of Hoping Minds, which is called Tuftung AI. Tuftung AI is a voice-based agentic system, and it is quite visual in nature. We call it multimodal, and it's not just a talking agent. It can also present slides. It can open a notepad. It can interact in various ways which we'll just see in the demo. And also there are two parts to it. One is that you can create various AI agents which can train and coach, and the other is the conversational experience itself. So now without in the interest of time, let's jump into the demo of the conversational experience of how personalized education and teaching with an AI agent looks like. So this demo is inspired by one of our customers in that which is a luxury retail store for jewelry, and I'll just start it.
Scenario बात कर सकते हैं जरूर आइए हम हिंदी में बात करते हैं आज हम रिटेल ग्राहक सर्विस से जुड़ी एक नई स्थिति पर काम करेंगे जो आपकी स्किल्स को और बेहतर बनाएगी देखिए.
Okay, so I'm going to pause here for a second. So as we saw, it is multilingual in nature, and also there was a brief pause and this picture came up. Behind the scenes, to give a technical idea of what's going on, it's not just one model, but there are a series of models, and this particular agent which is actually talking, we call her the anchor. And there is a supervisor, and there are specific agents which check what you have learned so far, which is going through all the memories, and then it decided to come up with a scenario for the next coaching exercise.
आपके सामने एक ग्राहक है जो ज्वेलरी डिस्प्ले केस के पास झुका हुआ है उसके हाथ पीछे बंधे हैं और वो ध्यान से ब्रेसलेट्स और नेकलेस देख रहा है अभी तक उसने मदद नहीं मांगी लेकिन रुका हुआ है और शायद थोड़ा झिझक महसूस कर रहा है अब सवाल ये है ऐसे मौके पर आप कैसे आगे बढ़ेंगे आप आराम से अपना जवाब चुनिए मैं सुन रहा हूं इस पर हम जरा और सोचते हैं
So brief pause again. So a lot of times you have heard that LLMs have been psychophantic in nature. They are like, okay, yes, you're right always. But in our case, we have made sure with a lot of training as well as empirical trial and error that the agent is very much acts as a coach and an educator. Here, the answer which was chosen was not the best one. and the agent would definitely penalize the student as well as guide them through the right approach.
आपने ऑप्शन ए चुना, यानी इंतजार करना जब तक कस्टमर खुद मदद न मांगे। चलिए कुछ सवालों से आपकी सोच और बेहतर समझते हैं। पहला सवाल, आपको क्या लगता है जो कस्टमर ज्वेलरी केस के सामने रुककर हाथ पीछे रखे हुए खड़ा है, वो किस तरह की झिझक महसूस कर सकता है?
सोचता हूँ कि मैं किसी को परेशान ना करूँ। मे बी वो सोच रहा होगा कि इज इट कॉस्टली विद इन द बजट, कि कैसा लगेगा। नॉट श्योर, बहुत चीज़ें हो सकती हैं। मुझे ये भी लग रहा है कि मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ, मैं दूसरे ये बी ऑप्शन बोलूँ।
अच्छा, एक सेकंड, अभी हमने आपके पहले चुने हुए जवाब ए पर आगे बढ़ना शुरू
So that was another wrong answer. Let me move forward a bit.
किया था। आगे बात करते हैं। आपने जैसी बात
ये तो अगर रूल हो जाएगा।
बिल्कुल, आपने सही पकड़ा। वो रूड हो सकता है और कस्टमर को अनकंफर्टेबल भी महसूस करा सकता है। चलिए अब थोड़ा और गहराई में जाते हैं। आपको क्या लगता है इस तरह दूर से बोलने पर ग्राहक के मन में क्या धारणा बन सकती है? बिल्कुल सही चुनाव। आपने एक बहुत बढ़िया और प्रोफेशनल तरीका अपनाया। चलिए अब थोड़ी चर्चा करते हैं। आपने जो तरीका चुना उसमें नो प्रेशर जैसा फ्रेंडली एक्सप्रेशन क्यों जरूरी है और इससे ग्राहक के मन में क्या पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है?
Right, so it's a attainable luxury store है, so in that case we want people to feel welcome. तो हम उनको कंफर्टेबल फील कराना चाहते हैं कि वो देख सकें, और उनको हम जैसे ऑप्शन देना चाहते हैं कि आप क्लोज से देखना चाहेंगे तो हम आपकी मदद कर सकते हैं। तो ये काफ़ी नॉन प्रेशर वे में है, जो वो चाहे तो उसको रिजेक्ट कर सकते हैं विदाउट हर्टिंग मी। सो आई एम गिवन देम दैट विंडो, सो दैट्स व्हाई मुझे अच्छा लगता है थोड़ा। आपको क्या लगता है?
आपने बिल्कुल सटीक बात कही। ये जो नो प्रेशर वाली भाषा है वो ग्राहक को एक कंफर्ट देता है जिससे वो बिना किसी झिझक के मना भी कर सकता है, या अगर वो थोड़ा और देखना चाहे तो आगे बढ़ने की आजादी महसूस करता है। और ये सही में उस अटेनेबल लग्जरी ब्रांड की इमेज को मजबूत करता है जहां ग्राहक को लगे कि वो खास है और उसके फैसले का सम्मान हो रहा है। इसी तरह ग्राहकों का भरोसा और जुड़ाव बढ़ता है।
Sounds good. So I'll pause it here.
So that was the demo, and we have deployed this application at a bunch of retail stores for sales coaching training, as well as in edtech companies where the tough tongue AI agent takes interviews, as well as it's used for coaching.